It is March 4th, 2015, and we're ready for This Week in Raider Baseball. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first episode of This Week in Raider Baseball. This is Nick Rush, the internet broadcaster of the Riverdale Raiders varsity baseball team, and in today's show we are going to look at the Riverdale squad as they prepare for tomorrow night's home matchup against the Mariner Tritons. But first, let's review last night's 3-2 walk-off victory as the Raiders defeated the Charlotte Tarpons. Starting pitcher Eric Amrine started the game on the mound and overall pitched 5 total innings, rolled 8 strikeouts, gave up 2 unearned runs, and 2 base on balls. Sounds like he is getting a rhythm on the mound to start the season. As you remember, he also pitched 5 innings against the Fort Myers Green Wave on his last mound appearance on February 20th when Riverdale won the game by a 1-0 score. One of the biggest moments of last night's contest was when a home run was hit, and who was it? You guessed it, sophomore first baseman Coleman Ross. It started when third baseman Tyler Prell singled to right, and then Ross knocked it out of the park to bring in 2 runs and put the Raiders on the board. When it comes to our 4 games played at Riverdale thus far this year, he has hit a homer in 3 of those games. So you really could not start off the season any better for him. Late in the game, pitcher Matt Doden took over the mound, striking out 3 batters and giving up 2 hits. The game ended right down to the wire, but it resulted in a Raider win. His shortstop senior Nick Blasucci blasted a single to the outfield, sending home Matt Hardy to nail down another win to the record with a 3-2 final score. The victory will build a winning streak for the Raiders as they face off against the Mariner Tritons tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at Riverdale High School. Mariner also comes into the contest with a 2-game winning streak as they defeated Cypress Lake last Friday by a 4-1 outcome, and afterwards they beat Golden Gate with a 10-1 score just last night. The Tritons look like a solid team as they are currently 5-3 overall of the season and 4-1 as a part of the Class 5A District 12 division, which consists of 6 total teams. The Cape Coral Seahawks, the Cypress Lake Panthers, the Golden Gate Titans, the Lely Trojans, the Immokalee Indians, and the Tritons themselves. As of right now, Riverdale finds themselves in the 3rd of 4 spots in their division, Class 7A District 11. Let's take a look at those standings. Currently, the Fort Myers Green Wave is in the lead with an overall 5-4 record. Trailing them is the Gulf Coast Sharks, who are 5-2. Behind them are the 3-5 Riverdale Raiders, and at the bottom of the list is the Charlotte Tarpons, who sink down to a 2-5 overall record after last night's contest. The Raiders are managed by Coach Bob Pringle, while the Tritons are managed by Coach Tom Woodley. That will do it for our look at Riverdale and Mariner, and we are excited for the clash between the 2 squads. The varsity baseball contest will begin with a first pitch start time of 7 o'clock p.m. at Riverdale High School. If you would like to come out to the game, tickets start at just $4. If you cannot make it out to the game, then remember that there will be a tape delay online audio broadcast of the game called by yours truly, Nick Rush, that will be posted on YouTube after the finish of the game. That will wrap up our first ever edition of This Week in Raider Baseball. Remember, Riverdale supporters, to follow Riverdale on social media. They are currently on various social media sites such as Twitter, Instagram, Vine, and much more under the name Riverdale Reads. This is Nick Rush saying thank you for supporting Riverdale Athletics, and we hope that you will join us this week for Raider Baseball.